Learn English through stories.
An Englishwoman's Love Letters by Lawrence Houseman.
Letter 1. Beloved, this is your first letter from me, yet it is not the first I have written to you. There are letters to you lying at Love's dead letter office in this same writing, so many, my memory has lost count of them. This is my confession. I told you I had one to make, and you laughed. You did not know how serious it was, for to be in love with you long before you were in love with me, nothing can be more serious than that. You deny that I was, yet I know when you first really loved me. All at once, one day something about me came upon you as a surprise, and how, except on the road to love, can there be surprises? And in the surprise came love. You did not know me before. Before then, it was only the other 9 entanglements which take hold of the male heart and occupy it till the 10th is ready to make one knot of them all. In the letter written that day, I said, "You love me." I could never have said it before, though I had written 12 letters to my love for you. I had not once been able to write of your love for me. Was not that serious? Now I have confessed. I thought to discover myself all blushes, but my face is cool. You have kissed all my blushes away. Can I ever be ashamed in your eyes now, or grow rosy because of anything you or I think? So, you have robbed me of one of my charms. I am brazen. Can you love me still? You love me, you love me, you are wonderful. We are both wonderful, you and I. Well, it is good for you to know I have waited and wished, long before the thing came true. But to see you waiting and wishing, when the thing was true all the time, oh! That was the trial. How not suddenly to throw my arms round you and cry, "Look, see! Oh, blind mouth, why are you famished?" And you never knew. Dearest, I love you for it, you never knew. I believe a man, when he finds he has won, thinks he has taken the city by assault. He does not guess how to the insiders it has been a weary siege. With flags of surrender fluttering themselves to rags from every wall and window. No, in love it is the women who are the strategists, and they have at last to fall into the ambush they know of with a good grace. You must let me praise myself a little for the past, since I can never praise myself again. You must do that for me now. There is not a battle left for me to win. You in peace hold me so much a prisoner, have so caught me from my own way of living, that I seem to hear a pin drop 20 years ahead of me. It seems an event. Dearest, 1,000 times, I would not have it be otherwise. I am only too willing to drop out of existence altogether and find myself in your arms instead. Giving you my love, I can so easily give you my life. Ah, my dear, I am yours so utterly, so gladly. Will you ever find it out, you who took so long to discover anything? Letter 2. Dearest, your name woke me this morning. I found my lips piping their song before I was well back into my body out of dreams. I wonder if the rogues babble when my spirit is nesting. Last night you were a high tree and I was in it, the wind blowing us both. But I forget the rest, whatever, it was enough to make me wake happy. There are dreams that go out like candlelight directly one opens the shutters. They illumine the walls no longer, the daylight is too strong for them. So, now, I can hardly remember anything of my dreams. Daylight, with you in it, floods them out. Oh, how are you? Awake? Up? Have you breakfasted? I ask you 1,000 things. You are thinking of me, I know, but what are you thinking? I am devoured by curiosity about myself, none at all about you, whom I have all by heart. If I might only know how happy I make you, and just which thing I said yesterday is making you laugh today, I could cry with joy over being the person I am. It is you who make me think so much about myself, trying to find myself out. I used to be most self-possessed, and regarded it as the crowning virtue, and now, your possession of me sweeps it away, and I stand crying to be let into a secret that is no longer mine. Shall I ever know why you love me? It is my religious difficulty, but it never rises into a doubt. You do love me, I know. Why, I don't think I ever can know. You ask me the same question about yourself, and it becomes absurd, because I altogether belong to you. If I hold my breath for a moment wickedly, for I can't do it breathing, and try to look at the world with you out of it, I seem to have fallen over a precipice, or rather, the solid earth has slipped from under my feet, and I am off into vacuum. Then, as I take breath again for fear, my star swims up and clasps me, and shows me your face. Oh, happy star this that I was born under, that moved with me and winked quiet prophecies at me all through my childhood, I not knowing what it meant, the dear radiant thing naming to me my lover. As a child, now and then, and for no reason, I used to be sublimely happy. Real wings took hold of me. Sometimes a field became fairyland as I walked through it, or a tree poured out a scent that its blossoms never had before or after. I think now that those must have been moments when you too were in like contact with earth, had your feet in grass which felt a faint ripple of wind, or stood under a lilac in a drench of fragrance that had grown double after rain. When I asked you about the places of your youth, I had some fear of finding that we might once have met, and that I had not remembered it as the summing up of my happiness in being young. Far off I see something undiscovered waiting us, something I could not have guessed at before, the happiness of being old. Will it not be something like the evening before last when we were sitting together, your hand in mine, and one by one, as the twilight drew about us, the stars came and took up their stations overhead? They seemed to me then to be following out some quiet train of thought in the universal mind. The heavens were remembering the stars back into their places, the Ancient of Days drawing upon the infinite treasures of memory in his great lifetime. Will not love's old age be the same to us both, a starry place of memories? Your dear letter is with me while I write. How shortly you are able to say everything. Tomorrow you will come. What more do I want, except tomorrow itself, with more promises of the same thing? You are at my heart, dearest. Nothing in the world can be nearer to me than you. Vocabulary words. Beloved, a person who is dearly loved or cherished. Letter, a written or printed message or communication in an envelope, typically sent via mail. Confession, the act of admitting or acknowledging something, often a personal truth or wrongdoing. Surprise, an unexpected or sudden event or occurrence. Entanglement, a complicated or confusing situation or relationship. Occupied, to be taken up or filled with something, to be engaged or preoccupied. Charm, an attractive or pleasing quality or characteristic. Brazen, bold, without shame or embarrassment. Wonderful, extremely good or impressive, inspiring wonder or admiration. Wished, past tense of wish, meaning to desire or want something to happen. Trial, a difficult or challenging experience or test of one's abilities or patience. Suddenly, happening quickly and unexpectedly. Dearest, a term of endearment used to express affection or love. Assault, a violent physical attack or an intense and forceful action. Surrender, the act of giving up, especially in a conflict or competition. Siege, a prolonged attack or effort to conquer or capture a place or position. Flags, pieces of cloth with distinctive colors and symbols used for signaling or identification. Ambush, a surprise attack from a concealed position. Strategist, a person skilled in planning and executing strategies or plans. Grace, elegance, kindness, or courteous behavior. Praise, to express approval or admiration for someone or something. Nesting, settling or finding a comfortable place, often used in the context of birds building their nests. Rogues, dishonest or mischievous individuals, often used to describe people with questionable behavior. Prophecies, predictions or statements about future events, often associated with divine or supernatural sources. Devoured, consumed or absorbed with great intensity, often used metaphorically to describe strong emotions or thoughts. Radiant, emitting or reflecting light, shining brightly. Sublimely, in a way that is characterized by great beauty, excellence, or grandeur. Fairyland, a magical or enchanting imaginary world inhabited by fairies and other mythical creatures. Blossoms, the flowers of a plant, especially those on fruit trees. Contact, communication or interaction with someone or something. Summing up, to express or represent the essential characteristics or conclusion of something. Undiscovered, not yet found or explored, unknown. Promises, commitments or assurances to do something in the future. Nearer, closer in proximity or relationship.